Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you have been here before. It's good to see you here. Well, today I'm building in the world of Henford-on-Bagley, and this is the world that came with the expansion pack Cottage Living, which is a really cool expansion pack in my opinion. It adds a lot to the gameplay, and this is something new, like completely new in the Sims franchise, because in previous Sims games we didn't have anything cottage village related, so I think that this is very good and nice refreshment. And today I'm building a big family farm, and this family farm is about to fit a family, husband and wife with a toddler boy and dog, and also a cat. So I've decided that if it's gonna be a real cottage, like living stuff, there must be a lot of animals all around, and there have to be a dog and also a cat. It's like a necessity in my opinion. So basically the building is quite big, and the video will be very long, even though I've tried my best to cut out like basically all I could to make it last only 38 minutes. So it was a lot of editing, because it was like 5 hours of footage at all, so a lot. But I had so much fun doing this, and well, here, as you can see, I'm doing the exterior for quite a long time, and also there will be a lot of landscaping, and I was trying to put this all together to look very nice and like composed. You know what I mean. So basically I don't build a lot in this world, because I didn't like the lighting this much before, but I think it's not as bad with Reshade preset I'm using, which is, by the way, a DAV 2.0 Reshade preset by Kindle Spice. So you will see the link in the description below, and also you will find there link to Twisted Maxie's website, where you can find the organized debug and the tool mod I'm using. The organized debug is actually the better build by mod, and this is something I'm using to create a building or when I'm decorating the interior. However, in order to download the build, you don't have to have these mods. So basically it's just like a tool for me, for a builder, and if you like to build as well, then of course go for it and grab those mods, because they are really good. However, it's not necessary for downloading the builds from the gallery. So just a quick information, and here you can see I'm landscaping. I am doing 2 ponds, and honestly I cut out the first pond from the footage, because I'm doing basically a very similar thing in both ponds, so I just didn't want you to watch it twice. And also, as I said before, I wanted to make this video as short as I possibly could. So I'm really happy with this, and as you can now see, I'm putting those little squares in the pond, but of course in the live mode there will be like ducks and fish and swans, so it won't be the squares, and it will actually change into living creatures. So here I'm making this little chicken area, and also, as you know, in Cottage Living you can have cows, and you can have llamas as well. Llamas or alpacas? I'm not sure for now. I believe they're llamas. Yeah, they're llamas. Sorry. So, yeah, in one shed you can have only one large animal. So I've decided to put one shed for cow and one shed for llama. So you can also change it once you download the build. It's not an issue. You can just change the animal or add whatever you like. You can have 2 cows or 2 llamas, just basically as you prefer it. I'm using the debug fence to make it more closed down, but not really like closed, as gate or something. I just wanted it to be separated from the rest of the world, and this debug fence really fits here in my opinion, and also keeps it all together. So I was using a lot of terrain paint here, terrain tool. I'm using the debug vehicles to make it also more realistic, as when you have a farm, you have to have a car or 2 cars, and also all those farming machines. And here you can see me placing down the beehives, as I've decided that there is completely enough space for those as well, as this lot is really big, and it's just perfect for creating a big family farm. So the terrain paint again, I just wanted to make it as diverse as I could, and also a lot of dirt, and lots of flowers as well. So basically, in my opinion, I'm not like very happy with the exterior. I'm happy more with the interior design of this house, because I'm truly in love with the interior of it. I believe I've done the best I could to make this interior very cozy and also very villagey and a perfect fit for really cute family living here, raising a toddler and having all those animals together. I'm using the red flowers you can see here on the front. They are from Jungle Adventure, and they came with 3 swatches: white, blue, I believe, and red. And I decided the red one goes really perfect with this particular house. And also I was trying to make this whole area very natural and organic, and a lot of plants going on everywhere. So as the family only lives here and takes care of the farm, they don't actually work somewhere, they just take care of this particular place. I wanted it to be a lot of flowers, a lot of gardening areas, like a lot of outdoor activities basically, because they will be spending their time here mostly, and that's how I imagined it. So basically the family here, I was imagining that they are young people and they wanted to live like, in the village, in a cottage house, and have this farm, because they are both animal enthusiasts and they really love nature. And another trait I gave for them was that they love outdoors. So, well, basically, this is a perfect fit for them. And I imagine that maybe they met each other in a city of San Moschino, but then they decided that this is not what they want from their lives, and decided to buy this this beautiful ranch. Maybe they had to take a mortgage for it, or ask their parents for help, or maybe the parents were living here before and they just swapped. Maybe the parents went to the city because it's much more comfortable, and they came here to the village to take care of all of those animals. I don't know, it's it's just something I was thinking about when I was building it. And like here I was trying to fit, I was trying to make it all like composed, as I mentioned before, like all together. And here I'm trying to squeeze the little farming area for those watermelons and lettuce, and also what you can have in this expansion pack is pumpkin. So I believe that I've placed each of them like on each row, and also a little planting areas, like those boxes where you can plant the seasonal fruits and vegetables, or flowers maybe, as I imagine that the woman here, this female sim, is enjoying also like planting flowers and then making compositions out of it. And in the little shed on the side of this house, you will find this flower composing table. So this is another kind of a cute activity for family who just stays at home doing the farming and taking care of animals and their child. And whenever they have like a little bit of spare time, they just do hobbies and they enjoy their lives and they live really peacefully. So this is what I imagined. And basically I can't wait to show you the interior, guys, because I had so much fun. And here you will see me making the floor plan. And also I had to move those wall plants a little bit because they were kind of coming inside through the wall. So I had to fix this. It happens very often to me. Honestly, I don't know why. It's just, it's not recognizing that this is the wall and it shouldn't go through, but like whatever. This is how it works with building in The Sims. And it's not like a huge problem for me. Just always have to keep it in mind. Here I'm creating a staircase, and you will see me creating the floor plan. You will see me creating the floor plan. However, I cut out how I'm decorating the bathroom and the hallway because the footage was, as I mentioned before, too long. And I decided that the hallway and the bathroom is just the least interesting part. So I just cut it out, and you will be able to see it on the screenshots and or maybe if you download the slot, then you can also like have a look on how I've decorated it, and I'm happy with them as well. But I just decided that there is much more to show from the interior design of this house than the hallway and the bathroom, and really I didn't want to make this video to be so long. So basically here upstairs there is a bedroom, there is a toddler's room with a bathroom, and also like an extra room, a guest room, something like that. And now I'm just choosing the floors, and here is the Cottage Living one, which is really beautiful in my opinion. I love using it in almost every swatch. It is just perfect. I used the country kitchen kit floorings for the bathroom downstairs and from the kitchen. Here I'm using the base game floor. I believe it's base game floor. Oh, no, sorry, it's the Cottage Living as well, but in a lighter swatch. So I believe now we can guess where will be the master bedroom and where will be the extra room, and also where there is going to be the toddler's room. Also, I was so happy with the wallpapers here because they went all like so well. I didn't even have to use because it's a farm, I didn't have to use only the Cottage Living wallpapers, because we had so many like perfect wallpapers from the base game. And this is also really cool that the base game was updated not so long ago, and they've added so many things, and they've added also extra swatches for already existing items from the build by mode. So this changed this game so much that when I remember when I first opened this game in 2014, it was like basically nothing in here, and now even with base game only you can do so many things. It's just impressive. So here I also went for the counters, which came with the country kitchen kit, and I think that they are quite realistic, and also the swatches are really nice because you can find like a little used ones, and also the clean ones. I would say there's like 2 swatches of the clean ones, and the rest of them is like quite used, maybe old, a little bit dirty. And I love this style, and I really like that the Sims are going in this direction to also create the items which are not so perfect, not so sweet and cute, but also like a bit used and just like older, because this gives this game a lot of realism in my opinion. And here also in this kitchen, which in my opinion is quite big, I've used the base game painting. And I forgot to mention the wallpaper here in this kitchen is from Cats and Dogs, because Cats and Dogs items also goes really well with the country living, cottage living, and like farming atmosphere of this build. So I just decided this wallpaper is so perfect, and it goes really well with the counters colors. Here I've also cut out how I'm choosing those cluttering items and just placing it on the footage, because like I didn't want you guys to see me going through the debug menu and searching for all of those little tiny stuff. So also in this house, as I mentioned before, this family is really into nature and flowers and, gardening. I wanted to be a lot of plants everywhere around the house. So basically, wherever I could fit them, I placed them, and I really enjoy it, and I think that it goes really well. And this chair from the Nifty knitting is so cool. I love all the versions of the chair, with pillows and without them, and also the color swatches are cool. So also another thing that goes really well with this country style. And again, I'm searching for another plants for this, like gardeners and farmers who I imagine to be living here. So the kitchen is almost complete. These are the cats and dogs chairs, and I'm moving on to the living room, where I was trying really hard to place all the items I wanted to place and to make it like real cozy. And the main issue I had here was that this room is quite small, and there is a lot of doors like everywhere. As you can see, it's like, I don't know, 5, maybe 4 doors, and this one entrance, open entrance. So it's like not a lot of space to play with, and finding the perfect placement for like each item was quite challenging, but I think that finally I've managed to decorate it really well. As I've mentioned before, I'm really happy with the interior, so this is another point with I'm happy. And here's the vacuuming robot. I've added it because maybe the dog or the cat could just ride around the house on it, and this is very cute feature that came with cats and dogs, that if you have a small pet, a dog or cat, I think as well can do it. Then they can just jump on the vacuum cleaner and ride around the house. So this is really cute, and like something that makes you smile when you do some gameplay. So really cool. And also I've started to adding some knitting stuff here in this living room because the lady, I imagine that she also likes to do it. She also likes knitting, and upstairs in the extra room, the guest room, she will have her knitting corner and like place when there is no guests around the house, and when she have a little bit time and the toddler is sleeping, she goes there and she just knits. So another cool activity for housekeeping lady, maybe. I don't know, because I imagine that the classical village family where like she does a lot of stuff outside as well. She takes care of the animals and gardening, but like mainly her husband does more work, and she takes care of the house. He of course takes care of the house as well, but if there is like more of the hard work on a farm, then he takes care of it and she takes care of the house. I think that this is kind of a fair share, I would say. So basically coming back to the build, I've done the dining room, and I believe that it's also really cozy and really villagey. Here is the little laundry area with a broom and all of those cleaning stuff. Here is also, I forgot to mention, the husband really enjoys fishing. This is his favorite thing to do when he has the spare time. And here is his collection of fish, sorry. And basically, I imagine that when they were living in San Moschino, they had some good jobs and they could afford to go on vacation, and they went to other worlds, like Sulani, etc. And he had a chance to find those exotic fish, and this is his kind of trophy in here. Also, they both kind of like playing chess, so sometimes, but not very often, they sit down together and they play chess. And this is something cool, I think, for the kid when it will grow up a little bit. And here is also like a little home office area, but as I mentioned before, they are not working like officially, and this is a place where mainly they can just check some information on the web, or maybe make some orders, maybe order some seeds or something for animals when they don't go to the market. So like another extra room, I believe that just fits well for this household. And here you can see this bathroom, which I previously cut out from the footage, and here I'm adding the cat litter, and here I'm moving on to the master bedroom of this house. And I think that this green bed goes so perfectly with this Cottage Living wallpaper. It's just like the colors, the swatches are made for each other, mainly because it's the same pack, I believe, but still sometimes it doesn't go so well. Here it goes just perfectly, and here I was trying to fit this the curtains, but I've decided that I want this bedroom to be full of light, and only one curtain will be completely enough, especially that the second window is going straight to the garden, so like they don't have to hide anything from like the neighbors or something. So this is just an open window where they can have a really beautiful view. And here I'm also cluttering this little storage counter, and I'm adding the little counter that came with Cottage Living, and it's really cute. It's so cute, and I've decided that it has to be here, especially that I imagine that a woman who lives here, she kind of takes care of her looks, and there's a lot of cosmetics all around, and perfumes, and like makeup stuff, because she enjoys that, and even when she stays at home, she likes to look good, and she's quite elegant, like a classy woman. And here is the extra room, the guest room. So here it's just like when you want to invite some Sims to sleep over, maybe a family to come over and stay the night as well, and just like another room, another space for just Sims coming over, and also as I mentioned before, a little knitting area for the woman who lives here. Basically, as you can see in this house, there's a lot of bookcases as well. I decided that they don't really enjoy and don't have the time to watch movies or watch TV. They just, when they have time, they prefer to take a book and read it inside the house, or maybe even take it outside and take advantage of this wonderful air and wonderful area and nature all around. Here you can see me placing this extra knitting clutter, and soon I will move on to the little toddler's room. So basically he's like a cute tiny boy, and his room is as cute as he is, and he's, you know, this kind of kid who enjoys playing with like old school cars and tractors, and he loves spending time with the animals, the cat and the dog just love him because he's so good for them, and he was growing up with them, so they are like family for him, and he just grows up in this feeling that, you know, he's all surrounded by animals, so he most probably will also be the animal enthusiast as his parents, because one thing is that from genetics, and another thing is that he really enjoys this lifestyle, and he grows up within, and you know, like even in real life, it's like when a kid is growing up surrounded with animals, it grows up and it loves animals too. So I think this is quite like realistic scenario for this little boy. And also here you can see me decorating the tiny bathroom of his, as you know, he is like a little boy, and it's better for him to have it really close to his room. And I forgot to put the tiny bin in this bathroom, and I will have to come back and place this bin here when I will be doing screenshots. And I also believe that I forgot to put the mailbox. So there are two things I have to add when I'll be doing screenshots. I will just write it down to not forget it. And here I'm decorating the shed, and you haven't seen me placing all those debug stuff here, because also I just cut it out from the footage, as I didn't want you to look on me like scrolling through the debug menu and searching for all of those stuff. So here I'm using the tool mod to make this I forgot how it's called, sorry for that. This yellow thing hanging on the wall. Sorry. I was trying to like place it correctly on the wall. However, later on, when I had a look on this shed, it just disappeared. It disappeared. So like, I don't know what happened. Maybe because it's debug, maybe because I used tool on it. I have no idea. It disappeared and it's no longer there. So all this struggle for nothing, honestly. And also here in the shed I've placed the bar, because I imagine that if they want to have a drink, or maybe the friends are coming or something, they are coming to the shed and they are you know, like having like little celebrations here, maybe on like harvesting days or something. They just like to celebrate here, because it's like, you know, it's not very cozy, but it's when they are straight from the field and they don't want to, you know, before they take a bath, they just come here and enjoy and talk and maybe have a drink after hard day of working on a farm, something like this. And also the animal stuff is also here, as I imagine that the cat and dog, they are basically sitting wherever the people are. So when there are people in the shed, the animals are with them. I'm also now making some final touches with adding another debug items, changing the position of certain stuff to just make it like look more completed. And here I found this basket which I totally forgot about before, so I've placed it in this living room, which is really cozy in my opinion, and this basket adds even more to it. And yeah, basically I'll be finishing this voiceover, guys, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it, and I hope you will enjoy it if you'll download it. So basically, if you like my content, then please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell, so you'll be getting the notifications and information about upcoming videos. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.